because there's something that Uma puts on Menzi to do, and it's a very natural thing for mothers to do. Ukuthi hayikhuleka uzobaphekela abantu abawukuthi noma uzowenza into ewukuthi. Yeah, you know. So
Igama lami nguDuduzile Ngcobo. Kwi-Soweto Love Story ngumama wabafana bathathu, uMambongi. I-character yami la umama, it's a typical South African mother or African mother onothando lwabantwana bakhe, onothando lwe-community, onothando lwendoda yakhe nomsiyashona. It's all about, njengoba sichaza sithi it's a love story. It is uthando luza ngeindlela eziningi ezihlukene. Uthando luza ngeindlela singaxabana, ubone sihlale sixabana kanti sixabaniswa ukuthi ingoba siyathandana, we care for each other. Njengalana ke I really care for abantwana bami. Ngiyumama ofuna ukuthi abantwana bami baphumelele, abantwana bami bashade bathola abafazi with good morals, abafazi engibonayo mina ukuthi babafazi abaqondile, abafazi abahloniphayo, abafazi abanobuntu, and which is ke noma ngingakutholi lokho ngoba uma umama awukwazi ukuhlala ukhethela abantwana, yebo wona usukubathanda but angeke ukwazi ukubakhethela impilo yabo. Okwakho umsebenzi wakho ukuthi ulokubalolonga, ubangenisa endleleni, ubalolonga, and nothando lokuthanda i-community, njengoba uMambongi umama ovelele nasesontweni, umama onobuntu, umama onobukholo, okholwayo, because uyathanda kunale competition ekhona phakathi kwakhe, khona okompita naye noma embona kodwa ke uyamziba akamnaki ukuthi uthini, kusawuthando lapho ukuthi oh ayilo uphethwe izinto zakhe, maybe kusasa uzoba right. And then umama othanda indoda yakhe noma ingasekho noma isiyashona kancane umama othandayo ukuthi aconsult nendoda yakhe, umama ozaphuphe ekhuluma nendoda yakhe, exoxa ngomndeni wakhe ngabafana bakhe. So yeah, I think kungothando nje lo typical mother wase South Africa.
Yeah.
And you can give us your perspective.
Yeah, Lunga Shabalala, I play the character of Sandile Ngcobo on A Soweto Love Story, coming to Netflix on the 14th of February, Valentine's Day. I am the middle child, the very self-involved, self-absorbed producer, hitmaker, who needs to grow up. I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah.
Well said.
My niggas are too much away. Sparky Xulu. I play the character of Menzi on A Soweto Love Story, coming Netflix on the 14th of Feb. Menzi is the oldest brother. He does everything by the book. Only for it to be revealed ukuthi ila emayiseqekisa khona izinto, you know, that's where impilo yakhe starts ukuthi ibe ihambe ngendlelana yabo, unexpected, you know. So it's just he goes through this roller coaster of having to let go of certain things in order for those certain things to shape him and to, you know, place him in a different realm of love. Yeah.
Beautiful, and it was so beautifully executed on screen.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Lunga, this is not your first student production. How are you feeling about this one?
Woo! So it's a love story. I'm fortunate enough to have had a few productions on Netflix because it's a platform that puts you out to the world. So many countries, so many millions of people who get to see you. So they get to see this South African love story told our way. I'm excited for it. So I'm excited for the fact that we get to showcase a South African township story that isn't about the drugs, isn't about the violence. It's about the purity of its people. And that's what I want the world to see as us as South Africans, that we are that. We are love. Like Umashi would say, we are love in so many forms. So I hope that they can take that in, absorb it. The last Netflix production was of Varsity Days.
Yeah.
So my character this time around is a lot more mature, or so I think.
Okay, let's talk about more about Sandile. Why was he so reluctant in his committed relationship with Shadi Usende? I mean, they were together for like 4, 5, 6 years.
Sandile isn't reluctant to marry Usente per se. He just has no grasp of time passing by. And you can see that in terms of the music that he's produced and in the way that he relaxes in his comfort zone. And sometimes I think that's a danger to love. The fact that you get so comfortable with the person that you're with that you forget their value, and that someone out there could take this thing that you don't value as much as you should. Yeah. Yeah, no names will be mentioned. 14th of Feb, Netflix. Soweto Love Story. Check it out. Yeah.
And Menzi, Stockling Howen.
Yeah.
You were portraying a bit of a control freak, Angie. How did you prepare for that role, the chef, and did you draw any real life inspiration?
Oh no, that's him. That's him. I'm kidding.
Menzi was one of the toughest processes for me, especially because Soweto Love Story was the first time that I dabbled into comedy. So just allowing the character, to lead me as the performer from the script, and also a big thing was the relationships that Menzi had to navigate. Those were very, very important for me, because towards Uma, it was specific. Towards the brothers, it's specific. Towards the potential love interests, it was quite specific. So I needed to compartmentalize all of those relationships and see what's okay, cool. This one is at level 3, this one's at level 5, this one's at level 6. So that by the time that I got onto the floor and I started doing the work, I'd already established what the rapport is between the characters in relation to Menzi. So it was a tough, but tough because it's different, because I've been used to doing a lot of drama, so I'd already found a pattern. But here I was really allowed to let loose, and I had people that I could really, really play with. So it was such a safe space to explore and to tell such a beautiful story.
Nice. Okay, thank you. Sis Duduzile, you were playing like 2 really prominent roles. Udlalumama and Ngapha udlala like such an important role esontweni. How did you balance the two, especially like Ngapha in a Soweto like background?
Ngokwami ziyabhalansa, ziyafana sithandwa sami. La kukhona uthando, kuhlale kunendlela. Yebo, ekhaya umama wabafana bathathu, umama, it's different. Mawuphumela ngaphandle usawumama, akushintshi lutho. Uma usesontweni usawumama. Yebo, umama okuwukuthi nihlangene nabanye abalingana nawe, but then okwe community iyakusharpenisha, iyakuqondisa, iyakufundisa ukuthi no kukhona izinto ezingenzeki la ekhaya ezenzeka komunye umuzi. So ukuze ube umama okahle, umama emphakathini, how do you balance, how do you take konke leyo mehluko yempilo? But kuuthando iyabhalansa, ngeke ngithi ayibalance, iyahlangana, iyabhala. Umama.
Sandile, your journey also highlighted a bit of the darker side of the entertainment industry. How do you navigate that, or how would you relate to that or resonate with that within our entertainment industry?
Oh wow. The good thing about a Soweto Love Story is that there's truth in everything. There may be humor, but there's truth in everything. And I'm sure as a journalist, you've seen and you've written stories about people who lose things along the way because of maybe they desire to put on a facade and so forth. And he's no different from a lot of artists out there. It's nothing new. You don't have to go too far to see something like that happen. So you can just kind of pick someone and say, okay, I remember when I heard this story, let's kind of bring it into it. Let's bring this into my story as Sandile and run with it.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Sparky, how would you rate this film's portrayal of South African Soweto culture and the challenges faced by your characters in modern day?
Whoa. And so it's a love story. I think it's because he's, he's. I don't want to give too much away, but he is running the family business and just inkinga leze iqhamuka around the community, because there's something that Uma puts on Menzi to do, and it's a very natural thing for mothers to do. Ukuthi hayikhuleka uzobaphekela abantu abawukuthi noma uzowenza into ewukuthi.
Black tax.
Yeah, so overextending and it's and ileyo nto leyo egcwele vele njengamanje yabo ukuthi abantu bafakwe kulokhunja kwi-pressure ukuthi benze izinto abangeke bakwazi ukuthi bayimele, but then it's through the love of umndeni where uzokwazi ukuthi udlule nazo lezo zinto lezo. So I really think ukuthi there's a lot in the story where abantu will be able to identify and see themselves, and see their families or other stories of people ababaziyo abahlalayo elokhunjeni endaweni yabo. So like it's really mimicking reality.
Nice one. Thank you so much, Mbahle Kakulu.
So,
And I enjoyed the story. I hope the rest of the country does.
Thank you so much.
Siyabonga,
Don't forget,
sis.
guys, a Soweto Love Story on Netflix on the 14th of February.
Valentine's Day.
Ta-dum.